back in here to let this car through.
What mirrors are you going to check
I'm going to
first?
check my left mirror,
Good.
left centre. So I'm going to check my right.
Good.
Just to make sure the car's behind, not going impatient and overtook.
Good stuff, remembering. And what gap are we leaving, Rich, between us and the silver?
Tyres and tarmac, so
Yeah.
I can see the road
Fantastic.
now, and I can see the back tyres. I think I'm very rusty with the mirrors. The more I do, like you say, in my own vehicle, it just becomes second nature.
You ready?
Going left at the end, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay, so clutch down into first, and the handbrake. I feel like because we're on a hill down here, I don't really need to get I feel like I can roll.
Yes. Have you done it? Do you do these downhill rolling starts? Yeah. Yeah. Feel free.
So
It's best
check
practice.
my mirror, blind spot check.
Yeah.
Everything's coming.
Okay.
Didn't need the signal because there's nothing around.
All right. And keep me updated with what you're checking and how you're preparing to move off from here.
Okay, so there's a car coming behind, so I've checked my mirror, I can see him. I'm going to pull out, so check my right mirror. I'm going to pull back in here to let this car through.
What mirrors are you going to check
I'm going to
first?
check my left mirror,
Good.
left centre. Just let me go. So I'm going to check my right,
Good.
just to make sure the car's behind, not going impatient and overtook.
Good stuff, remembering. Yeah. And we turn in left. Paint starting to appear, that's a good clue, it's the end of the road.
So check my mirror, check my left signal. Into first, back on the signal.
Fantastic, yeah, really good. Well done. And at the next roundabout, we're going to turn left, first exit, same
Okay,
stuff.
so mirror, left, signal.
Good.
Again, it's uphill, so I'm going to leave it in second.
Good. And we'll take the first road on the left and we come into the new road.
Okay, so check my mirror, check my left. And off the clutch, on the accelerator only. Just peeling round. And on the accelerator.
Good, so you're covering the clutch, because if you go to the brake, you need that clutch fairly quick, aren't you?
Yeah.
So that's really, that'll save you a lot of time. And making sure that your learners do that is important, because it takes them even longer to get their foot from the floor.
Yeah.
Quite big on that, making sure their feet are in the right position. Fourth gear in this car, I wouldn't select it unless you're at the 30s.
Okay.
Consistent 30, 29, 30s, okay. Just feel a bit grumbly. Turn left please at the end.
So into first, take
That's
on that
it.
steering wheel.
That's it.
It's blind, because I see the cars. So I'm just going to ease out. Nothing coming that side. Yeah, that's clear.
That's it. Good. And at the end of the road, turn right.
So I'll check the mirror straight away. Check that mirror, right mirror. Just staying in first there, because I'm just going to roll up to this and stop. Because
Okay.
the fence is in the bush. There's a car coming.
Now at the moment, if one of these wants to turn right, you see we're over the lines a bit.
Yeah.
So try and pause at that line, even though you knew it was.
Yeah.
You knew you'd have to go over the line to have a look.
Yeah.
Pause at the line first.
First and then.
Yeah. Could you tell that you were over the line?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Okay. When your bonnet's level with the line, you should see the white paint, the giveaway line underneath the right mirror. Just
Okay.
sits, so there's the mirror, the white
Yeah.
paint sits underneath. At the end, turn left please.
So mirror, left mirror check,
Yep.
signal. Into first.
Fantastic, well done. Big pull with the left hand there. Look left as well, because you've not looked there yet. It'll help you just to know where you are a bit.
Yeah.
Now, important to remember, they are giveaway lines, and if there's nothing to give way to, we can carry on rolling
Yeah.
and make, like I said earlier, make progress. That's really important that we do. But if you get that head turned a little earlier, when you select first, you might do something with first a little bit earlier if you think about it.
Yeah. So I could have just kept on going there.
Could have,
Yeah.
but of course you won't if you're not looked left, because you won't feel,
Yeah.
it won't feel right, will it? It doesn't, does it? You know, if you're not looked. the second road on the left, this one being the first here. Second road on the left.
Check the mirror because I'm coming out around here as well. I'm on the signal. Left, down into second. See right around that car, so I'm going straight ahead.
And what are you checking now?
Checking my mirror, checking my right mirror.
What are you checking those for?
Just to make sure that obviously I'm in a new road, aren't I? So, and to make sure nothing's going to overtake me.
They'd come from behind first, wouldn't they, before
Yeah.
they overtake, so that's why we do it in that order.
Yeah.
Turn right at the end, please. Look left. That's it, good. Before we get to them lines.
So I'm going to ease out. Let's see. Yeah, that's clear.
Awesome. Because it'll help you with where you are in relation to the lines as well, if you have
Yeah.
at least one look left. A lot of people look right because it's the way the traffic comes, so subconsciously they're doing that a lot without realising. When you get to the end, could you turn left, please? And when you get tight right-angled curbs like that,
Yeah.
you'll spot them and know basically not to keep steering.
Yeah, so I had to adjust my steering as I was turning then.
Yeah. So just clocking all more information on the left, really,
Yeah.
and get your learners that way thinking as well, because or else you'll be bashing your car up every, so you've got to be really hot on it yourself so
Yeah.
that you can spot it a mile off before it even happens. So here in situations like this, there's going to be lots of speed changes. So if we anticipate a speed change, we should check the centre mirror so we know what's behind, how close, and do we need to give a brake signal even earlier.
Yeah.
How do we give a brake signal without actually slowing down, Rich?
Just slightly. Do you just tap the brake? So you
Just touch them.
just touch it, yeah?
At the thickness of a coin, and it activates the lights but doesn't actually slow you down.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we anticipate anything, the lights could change. For example, if somebody stood near the button because they're pedestrian crossings.
Yeah.
If a car comes towards that, a bit like the hazard perception, yeah? So keep me updated with what you see and so they would be.
So they're straight away because they could just step out into the road.
Yeah.
That car potentially could take a bit of a wider route around that parked car.
And if there's any directional changes involved, check the door mirror as well.
Yeah. So
But like I say,
around
use...
the car,
Yep,
check my mirrors.
that's it. I'll tell you something, I got overtook by a bike yesterday and it was that fast. It was that fast, I don't know.
Motorbike?
Yeah, I didn't hear it till it was right at the side of me. I thought, it's a good job. Nobody was doing anything daft. It overtook me and two others. When a 30 turns into a national, you just...
Yeah.
It was a fast bike, but it goes to show, doesn't it? It's...
Just,
You could do that check 1,000 times and see nothing. On the 1,001st time, do you know what I mean?
Is there and
Just before you move past that car is the bike, it's worth thinking about. So we're going to take the second road on the left.
So, I'm past here. So I'm going to check my mirror, check my left mirror, put a signal on. I'm going to drop it down into second because it's quite a
And
curve
when's that clutch going to be on?
right
That's
now.
it. Good stuff. So did you feel the engine braking as we come round the corner of the
Yeah.
car where the car,
Yeah.
getting more control, if you like. You can always accelerate then as you come in. But the point is you've made your assessment then of the new road.
Yeah.
You're not coasting in. And you're in gear. You're properly in gear. You can accelerate if you wish to.
So this car coming sort of the top a bit. He's a bit wider on there.
So that'll be a mirror check. These pedestrians.
Yeah.
If you can't see round cars, something could step out. That would be. Take the next left, please. It's not very far away, Richard.
So mirror, left mirror on the signal, down into second, off the clutch.
Getting the hang of it quite quickly, Rich? Feel like you're learning?
Yeah,
Yeah?
definitely.
Good. Turning left at the end, please.
Okay, so obviously it's a parked car again, so I'm going to check the mirror a little bit earlier. I'm going to be looking ahead just to make sure that nothing's going to come in there. Right into first because I need to get around this car. Yep, yep.
So what are you checking now?
Checking my mirror. Left mirror.
So you see, with the instruction, I'm just prompting you, I'm asking you a question. I'm not telling you the answer, you've still got to work like no, but it's just reminding you, but in a indirect way. Turn right at the end. Now, that's me giving you a late instruction, that's, you know, the reason why that's not orderly there, if you like. So, nature of the job, sometimes you're talking about one thing because it's important, you don't want to forget it, and it's approaching. So a big tactic is, we've not done it yet, is pull up on the left and discuss.
Okay.
But there's nothing major for us to do. Anyway, shut up, Matt. We're turning left at the end.
Left at the end, so check my mirror, check my left mirror, put a signal on, already off the clutch. Down into first because it's quite a busy road.
Good man. Which way are you looking first this time?
Left.
Good. Yeah.
And then
Good stuff.
because I'm going to stop anyway. So really checking that side is because I'm not just pulling straight out of me, so I don't need to check that side first.
Get that left hand pulling rather than the right. You know, it's left turn. At the roundabout, go ahead, second exit. So the speed change will just be centre mirror this time.
Yeah.
Or at the door mirror if there's any directional involved.
So I'm just going to hold it in a second. I'm going to roll up to the island. I can see it's clear, so I can just go straight. Left signal on, check my mirror.
Good stuff.
And then
Good stuff.
check my centre and check my right.
Now on the approach, your feet, you were in gear, engine braking being used, helping, it was slowing you down while you were having a look. I'll let you concentrate here.
Check my mirror.
Which mirror would you check on approach to a hazard? Which one's a true?
Centre.
Yeah, that's it. Your feet was in covering position, just covering, weren't you?
Yeah,
and you just.
I was ready. If I needed to stop, I would stop.
That's it.
And if I could have gone, which I could, I went.
Perfect. So,
check my mirror, or brake, into first.
here we're looking for tyres and tarmac.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, so you need to see the back tyres.
And what would be some of the main reasons for that, do you think? Pause that thought, come back to it,
Okay.
or you can show me on the next one. We're going to go ahead for Borough Wash, third exit on the roundabout, okay?
Yeah. I'm going to check my mirror here.
Mm-hmm.
Check my right mirror because this will open up into like 2 lanes.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to roll.
Check your right mirror, you know, before you spiralled across then, before you moved across. It's another directional change. It's unlikely, but do check it. Good stuff. Just ironing out all the possibilities, Rich.
Yeah.
Because you are technically kind of changing position on. You're not, because that road disappears on the left, doesn't it? But
that's a bit of an odd one, that island.
It's very odd, isn't it?
There's no markings to say where to go, and I see a lot of people that are just kind of going all over that just
it's very odd, the roundabout, but I think I know the correct way. We're going to go ahead, second exit here.
So,
well done.
Check my mirror. To the right, to the left.
It's good there. You can see the roundabout thing's going to be a lot easier with you than it could have been with somebody else, let's say. What gap are we leaving, Rich, between us and the silver? We don't want to be too over the top, but we want
tyres and tarmac, so I can see the road now, and I can see his back tyres.
And what's some of the good reasons that you'd give me, if I were your learner, for getting me to remember to keep this going?
He might roll back.
Could do. You could roll forward.
I could roll forward or jolt forward if I'm, in the gears and stuff.
What if he breaks down?
Yeah, you have to
round
reverse back, which you don't really want to be doing.
You'd be alright here when you get around him. What about if emergency services needed to get past and stuff.
Yeah, so it's still plenty of, I can obviously pull over.
Got room to move across on you, create some space.
Yeah.
Now we just moved off from some lights, so what could, in a queuing traffic situation, I'll let you focus here on your mirrors. Which one's now?
Centre. Right.
To move back in, centre and left.
Centre and left.
Debatable there whether it's necessary.
Yeah.
But just as a general thing, just implanting that
so
thing.
I'm going round here, check my right, check my centre now, and then left because I'm pulling back in.
Only if you need to steer left. I think you could have kept a straight course through there. But yeah, as a you know, any left steer, yes you would. Centre and left. Okay, so sorry to interrupt your video there. I just wanted to offer you something a little extra. If you're looking for new driver insurance, we have got a list at the bottom of insurers who specialise in new drivers, okay? So I just wanted to offer you a little bit extra value. If you are looking for new driver insurance, maybe you've got your test coming up and you're just thinking about, well, who am I going to get to insure me? Well, probably the best way to look initially is to compare many. We've got some companies that specialise in new driver insurance as well, so just take a look, click the link below the video description. Anyway, back to the video. Hope you're getting some good value. Cheers.
So I'm coming up to a speed change in a minute. So I'm going to check my mirror just before I go through this.
When will it actually become 40 though?
When I actually get through it.
What speed are you doing at the moment?
30. 30 now. I'll check my mirror.
Alright, good.
Speed
Awesome. Good to feel you speeding up with some conviction there as well. We don't want to be thrashing it, but we want to be not aggravating anybody at the same time, because that could put us in danger. Let's take the next road on the left just after this bus stop.
Okay, so I'm going to...
So you might signal at 8 car lengths because of the faster speed.
Yeah. Down into second because I'm just going to roll around here.
Clutch all comes.
Clutch up. Just covering.
And if you could pull up on the right just before this Fiesta.
So I'm checking them people as well.
Cheers for that.
I did it again. Should have, yeah.
It's okay. So what'll happen is you'll have chance now to do all this in your own private practice.
Yeah.
Like I said, for every 1 hour that we spend in the car, you need to be doing 2 on your own. And if you can do that while you're at work, driving to and from, great. But also be around your local area, getting used to everything, and probably replicate the routes that we're doing, because they're all routes that I would be using. You're local to me.
Yeah.
We're both local to the test centre.
Yeah.
How do you feel you're getting on?
I think I'm very rusty with the mirrors and the... So obviously I've had a set way of driving now for 14 years, kind of 14, 15 years. Yeah, but I think the more I do, like you say, in my own vehicle, it'll just become second nature for me to do. Check that, turn it to a new road, check your mirrors again.
It's good driving on the whole, and we're already making improvements on the bits that I've suggested, which is really good. I think we'll have a little break now, and then we'll get back to it. So Rich, based on that, I think what would be a good couple of videos for you to watch is there's 2 videos on YouTube. They're not stylish or anything, and they're not presented particularly well by myself. It was in the early days of making videos, but one of them's called MSM, so it's mirror signal manoeuvre.
Yeah.
Which ones, why and when, and that's basically a talk through and a demo from my mirror use. And then the other thing is MSPSL, the system for learner drivers and PDIs. Is basically everything that we're doing here, so you can consolidate what we've done here with some videos of mine. Now this comes up on the driving test. We're actually parked on the right here, aren't we? There's a reason for it. We've pulled up for a particular reason. But what would you do to gain a better view?
I'd reverse back.
Okay, so that's what we'll do here. We'll go more into it when we do the manoeuvre.
Yeah.
All right. Where would you look when you reverse as well?
Well, obviously behind me, then I'd check over my shoulder, check both my mirrors, and I'd probably look over this one as well, just to make sure there's no one walking beside me or something, or
Could end up walking behind the car, couldn't they, if you don't check there?
Yeah, if there's someone's walked there, and then they're cutting right behind the car, obviously if I start moving, then they won't see them until they come visible in the mirror.
Well, here's something just to confirm what's needed here, right? When you said you look behind you, you're kind of pointed here. I just want to clarify that we want to be looking over the left shoulder, out the back windscreen.
Yeah.
The reason for that is you can see slightly more out the corner at your peripheral vision. You'll see out of this window as well.
Okay.
As opposed to if you look in that, you'll only see almost like a tunnel directly out the back window.
Yeah.
So yes, you will see out the back, but if something's coming, if you're reversing out of a bay or out of a driveway and the car coming from one side, you wouldn't see it developing. See what I mean? You will always need an occasional recheck over the right anyway. You'll never see that anyway, will you? You wouldn't even see it out of this.
No.
When you're reversing, you'd start, it's the opposite, so it's prepare, observe, move, but it's starting from the right shoulder, so it's right shoulder, right door mirror, looking ahead, centre mirror, left mirror, and then working your way so your body's slightly twisted, holding the wheel at 12. Again, refer to the essential skills. You must have this really if you're learning to drive. It's all in there about reversing and manoeuvring. Because your body's twisted, it's good to hold it at 12, otherwise you could be steering and not realising. For example, I kind of press against the wheel almost for stability when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And don't forget, every couple of metres, glance forward, see if anything's coming. The other thing to remember, or to think about, is when you've been moving off from the left, you haven't been checking left shoulder and left door mirror.
Right.
Right? Now, in the essential skills, it says that we don't have to.
Right.
It's not mandatory. You are checking the ones that are mandatory, which is centre, right and right blind spot. I encourage my learners, and I personally check all the way around personally, because particularly if I'm parked near a bend, or if there's something on the left that could develop, if I'm parked on the left, I'll see it developing before it gets there.
Got you.
So I might have an idea to expect something. So I just do it to iron anything out. I would advise that you do it too.
Okay.
But
So when I'm moving off on the left, start over that side.
left shoulder, yeah.
Left shoulder like that.
6-point check.
Have a look at the mirror, then go back to obviously mirror, that mirror,
Yeah.
blind spot, move off.
That's it. Count 6 when you do it. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That's road ahead and mirror. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're moving off from the right side, just start the opposite way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move back now to reverse. Accelerator. So I'm going to start by checking. So the best thing for me to do now is start this side, work my way around,
Yeah.
and then finish up like that.
That's it. So as soon as you look there, your handbrake's off, if it's clear that is, and you're actually moving. So it's all relevant. You aren't relying on old observations. Occasional update over the right shoulder as well.
Signal on, don't need to.
Thing is with here, can you see what's coming ahead fully?
No.
So if you had a signal on, that'd be the first thing they'd see, wouldn't it?
So just in case something does come, because I can't see obviously what's coming up.
Yeah, in these situations I think it's good, because you can't really see through the glass either, can you? 'Cause there's another car.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Also, you could have took the luxury of reversing back further.
Okay.
You might as well. Couple of car, yeah, good 2 car lengths, which is what's required on the test. 2 car lengths.
2 car lengths. Okay, so I'll do that.
You can. I mean, it'll make it easier for you. You don't have to here. If there was something behind us, we wouldn't have a choice, would we? That's good. See a little bit more?
Yes.
Reverse, you just pull the lever up.
Yeah.
awkward one, moving off from the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't been able to reverse with you, had I? Where to get it? You found it, yeah. So yeah, keep me updated with the MSPSO. That's the main focus still, and we're going to just start bringing it into other areas of driving, maybe adding some faster roads for the next hour, some faster roads, different scenarios, just general speed changes. Make sure you're checking which mirror for generals, anything you think. Yeah.
Centre.
And what could you decide to do early if you see something really close?
I could start slowing down to stop.
Yeah. Turn right at the end.
So mirror, right mirror,
Yep.
signal on, down into first, off the clutch.
Good stuff. When we get to the end, turn right, please.
So start by looking at the mirror, right signal. Once you can't see, so I'm going to put it into first. Up.
Hold on. Now when you're approaching your giveaway lines, just make sure that you aren't on top of or nearly on top of the middle dividing line.
The centre of it, yeah.
That's it, because if you're nearly there, your door mirror will be hanging over. Well done, good prep there. And you know people usually cut the corners, and some people can't not cut the corner.
Yeah.
And so just bear that in mind, yeah?
Yeah.
You want to be left off the centre line, not on top.
Not on it.
Good stuff. So you're thinking early about your mirrors, which is promoting the early mirror use well before you do the actual manoeuvre, which is important. There's no point checking the mirrors whilst you're manoeuvring. You can't do anything different then, can you? So turn right at the end, please.
Mirror, mirror, signal.
So we're going to be left off that centre line. That's it, that's better. Just that little tweak there makes all the difference.
Just wait for them to come off there.
Yeah.
I'm going to just ease out here because there's white.
Good reason to be edging, eh? Open or closed, Rich?
That was closed.
Yep. Going to turn left at the end.
Signal. Signal mirrors. That's clear, so I'm going to go.
Good. Timing's good there. First gear, hands on the wheel and things like that. It's all. Now, if you're at a closed junction and you can't see, and it's potentially a fast road, what could you do so that you could hear vehicles before you see it potentially?
Pop your mirror, your window down.
Could do, couldn't you? You might hear it a couple of seconds before you see it.
Some cars are pretty loud and you would.
Yeah. Any speed changes coming up?
Yep, so I'm checking my mirror.
And how would you do this so it was excellent planning, there, like, as in, you wouldn't need to brake for the speed change?
I would have just eased off the gas a little bit earlier there, just to allow me to roll, to slow down to...
So from an eco standpoint, that'd be a bit better, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
From a planning point of view, in terms of cars behind and things. So we'll always look to incorporate those principles into the driving where possible. It's early days, I understand that. I'll just let you know. And after the lights, we'll turn right. Okay. So next road on the right, just after the lights.
So I'm going to start looking now. Mirror check, signal. Put it into first because I can't go straight away.
Good, nice positioning as well, not too far over. Get your feet set while you're waiting. So I think we could have gone before the Audi possibly. You know, like now I can hear your revs on, I can feel your bite. So what are we expecting with these cars? What could happen?
Someone could walk out.
Yeah. What about if the door opens?
Yeah, door opening.
So your clearance are quite good there for the door. Not too far over, but not too close. Of course, if it's an oncoming car, you might have to rethink that. You might have to be closer.
Yeah.
Less space, less speed though, so you might be able to react still. So what are you checking now then?
Checking my centre mirror.
A What gap are you going to be leaving between us and
Tyres and
these?
tarmac.
What's wrong with where they've stopped, Rich?
We stopped in the crossing, so if anyone wanted to cross, they'd have to have a walk over.
Anything caught up as we've stopped, left or mirror or right, cyclist on the inside or outside? Always have a little think about that, you know, when you've been in queuing traffic particularly. That's good. So what was that mirror check for then?
Just to make sure that there wasn't anything coming down the inside of me, or the offside.
If the road
speed change here, so I'm going to just have a mirror check.
Lots of footfall down here today. What do you anticipate around the next corner?
There could be horses. It's that sort of road. There could be someone trying to cross the road, or
what might we see on the floor if there is horses around?
Horse manure.
Yeah. So we're going to look for clues.
Yeah.
Early clues.
So you could have potentially gone then.
Yeah. So straight in your centre mirror, we've got the brake lights on. Just checking the distance of the car behind. Because what we can do, if we think that one of these might turn into the next junction, is we can just touch the brake pedal just a little to warn him that we might be slowing down. They're a good distance in front. He's a good distance behind, or she's a good distance behind.
Yeah.
So it might not always be necessary, but you can see we've got all these tools at our disposal if and when we need to use them. But early checks of the mirrors will help us to decide if and when we need to do them. Now you've come left on the bend there for the right bend. Any reason for that? It's good stuff.
Just so I can see around the bend before I actually start going round.
Fantastic, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Speed change coming up, so I'm just going to ease off a little bit.
Anything behind you?
Just that same car, which is still a good distance behind.
Keep talking to me about that.
Yeah.
About the car behind and its distance, and what you're doing about it, and what you can do to give it more time to react if it's needed. If it is needed, if it's not.
Yeah.
Characteristics of those drivers, you know.
So you're still saying the same sort of distance.
Yeah.
Just going to slow down and just go around this bend, just in case there's something coming. Just cut the corner the opposite way. Still at a good distance.
Okay, fantastic. What are you expecting from here? This?
Again, another car could fling out, door could fling open, or someone could walk out.
And the type of road is quite deceiving. The car in front's going fairly quick. It's quite open. What could you do without realising on a road like this?
You could build up your speed and
quite easily.
Come up to a bend that you've. Obviously, if you don't know the road, you don't know what you've got to do. It could be like a big U-shaped bend in the road that you need to slow down for. And you've obviously come up to it too quick. And
so, how would you get a better view around this left bend?
So I was going towards the right.
Okay. What do you need to be more mindful of, though, with being more right as opposed? Because left's not really a problem quite often, but being more right could be. What's the danger there?
The opposite car could be over to the right as well.
It could be, couldn't it?
Speed change here.
Well done. And at the end, we're going to turn right, please.
So obviously, I'm not going to get up to the national speed limit on this road, which is 60, just because of how close the junction is. So mirror.
Try and get both in before you signal.
Okay.
Bit picky, but does matter.
Put it into first, because again, it's a bit of a blind, closed.
Keep working on the hands, try and get them back into
I didn't do that.
A normal position as soon as you can. Just so you're not taking it back off with the right as well. Kind of can let go of the wheel sometimes, and then we'll let it work with you at times, you know.
So there's a tractor ahead.
Good stuff. Very good, very good. Straight in the mirror. You've already sussed it. Very good. You should be alright, that. go by.